Hello Commanders, and welcome to our continued tour of the galaxy. Today we will be setting our controls for the heart of the galaxy. This is the last leg before we get to the center of the galaxy. We have been following the spiral arm right from the edge of the galaxy to this point, and we shouldn't be I'm not sure if we'll get all the way to the centre today. I think there's about 2,000 light years to go. But let's look at the map and do a quick recap to see where we are. Right, so we are here. There should be a fleet carrier here, but it has been it's been moved or decommissioned. So we just got to do this last leg from here to the center of the galaxy, and as we can see, that is about 5,000 light years. So yeah, judging by that, it's about 5,000 light years. So probably won't actually get there today, but we shall get a lot closer. We are currently in the system where that fleet carrier should be, and there is, as we can see here, a very nice nebula. So that I think is a planetary nebula from your neighbouring system. So actually, before we head off to the centre of the galaxy, I'm going to jump into that system. I suspect there'll be a black hole in the middle of it, but we are in a very green nebula. So let's just look at the galaxy map. Right, so we see here there is what looks very much like an exploded black hole, or a recent black hole, and we are here. So I'm just going to jump into this system next to it and see what that actually looks like from the middle. I suspect very much that it will be a black hole system.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it's only 0.23 light years, so that's actually close enough to actually get there within about an hour without jumping. Oh, it's a blue star, so it's not a black hole. Oh, it is a black hole. Alright, okay, so right, it is a black hole, so there's the black hole moving. Let's see if we can just look up a little bit at the black hole. As we, the thing about black holes is you can't actually see them when you're standing still, or at least the smaller ones anyway. Right, I can't actually see, oh, it's behind us now. I think we're a little bit too close to get the full view. Right, so let's actually scan the system. If I don't think I've done that already. Yeah, so it's just a black hole in this system. Right, there it is. Let's just, so yeah, so we're getting a good look at the gravitational lensing of the black hole there. Right, okay. Let's now plot a course for the centre of the galaxy. See how far that actually is. Alright, so I'm not heading directly to Sagittarius A. I am going to be heading to there is a star. Oh, that's the wrong one. There is a starport in a very close system, so that is where we're going to be heading. I've already got that bookmarked. Yeah, so there we are. So yeah, we are very close to Sagittarius A there. I can't actually see it on that. Where is it? There you go. There's Sagittarius A, which is the centre of the galaxy, and there is a system here with a space station in. I should be able to zoom in on that system because I have been there before. Yeah, so oh, it looks like a number of fleet carriers, but this is where we're going to. So yeah, there's a lot of fleet carriers in the system. So let's plot a route to there. Are there any planets in here that we can land on? There may be a few. Right, there's no settlements on those. I was wondering if there'll be a few on foot missions we could possibly do from that location, because I haven't done one since I got the new graphics card, and I haven't done one since about update 4 or 5 I think was when I left the bubble. Right, so that is the route plotted. Just go back to the galaxy map. Let's see how far it is. I didn't check last time. It is 4,000 light years. Right, how many jumps is that? 62 jumps. So 62 jumps is about an hour and a half. An hour and a half is going to be about the maximum length of the stream. So we may just get there, assuming we don't find anything. So I'm only stopping when I find Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, or water worlds, and I didn't get many of those at all traveling through this sector so far. So there's, yeah, I'm not really expecting to find many between here and the centre, but let's continue.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
So nothing in that system.
Charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
I'm just making sure it's set to Earth-like worlds. Yes, it is. So nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging.
I've got subtitles coming up because I'm watching the the Twitter feed, and every time it says fuel scooping complete, it actually comes up with fuel scooping complete.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Oh, we have an Earth-like world straight off the bat. Wasn't expecting that. Let's just check to see if, yeah, this is an undiscovered, an unscanned system. So, yeah, let's see what we found. Have we got anything? We've got something behind the sun there, which looks like the Earth-like world is behind the sun. There was something else there as well. I'm going to keep a more close eye on for terraformable worlds, because I've just found a more recent price list of what everything was worth than the one I was going on, which was about 5 years old. And yeah, to do a full scan on a terraformable planet is worth almost as much as an Earth-like world, so, or half as much as an Earth-like world, but it's about the same as ammonia world. Right, okay, let's see what we've found so far. I think we're going to have to move away from the star a little bit to be able to scan the rest of the system. Right, so we have a water world there. Actually, I found an Earth-like world, which means I'm going to scan the whole system. And that means we definitely won't be getting to the center in this stream. Alright, so it's going to take me a good 15 minutes, quarter of an hour, maybe half an hour even, just to scan this system. It's not that many planets in it, but as I found an Earth-like world, I like to scan the whole system. Assuming the Earth, it's a system that's never been scanned before. Yeah, again, we are here on a very heavily travelled route, directly from where a fleet carrier used to be to the centre of the galaxy. And if you look at the map of the galaxy for this area, then even though the fleet carrier isn't here anymore, it's very obvious that it was, because yeah, it's a very heavily travelled route between here and the centre. So just 2 jumps away, possibly 3, and we've already found an undiscovered Earth-like world. planets that require 6 probes, and smaller ones that require 4, and bigger ones that require 7. I've never seen a planet yet that requires 5.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, so yeah, we've got a gap in what we know about the system so far, so let's scan the rest of the system. Right, so this should be the Earth-like world. And I think the other one is probably a moon around that.
System scan complete.
Yeah. Right, no, I didn't want the galaxy map. Onto the system map. Right, so it doesn't look like there'll be any planets worth landing. Well, yeah, there's no planets in the system worth landing on. Yeah, so I was on Facebook today and I found this. So it's um, a chart of how much each type of planet is worth. So again, I was scanning the Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, and water worlds. You can see that the Earth-like worlds are worth 3 million each. The water worlds, if they're terraformable, are also worth around 3 million. The ammonia worlds are worth 1.7, but it also shows that the high metal content worlds and rocky bodies are also worth around 1.5 million if they are terraformable. So I'm going to keep an eye on those, see if any of those come up. Yeah, so we can also see from there that the black holes are worth 24,000, which is not that much compared to the rest of them, but it was black holes and neutron stars which are worth 22,000. It was mainly through scanning those that I managed to get to elite in exploration. So that was a long time ago now, before Horizons. I think it was before Horizons. Yeah, that would have been before Horizons, or at least before I bought Horizons. I bought Horizons after the first Horizons update when they introduced engineers.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay, so let's go back to the game.
Surface scan complete.
Right, so that's the second planet scanned. We'll now move on to the third one. Yeah, the reason I wasn't really expecting to find any life in around here is because because we're close to the centre now, the planets are all, generally speaking, a lot younger, and life hasn't had a chance to develop on them yet. Again, there may be a few water worlds and Earth-like worlds. So again, I don't believe you can get an Earth-like world with a oxygen atmosphere without plant life being present, because it takes the plant life to convert all the carbon dioxide into oxygen. So presumably there'll be some life on there. Yeah, so we have a high metal content world here. And didn't say it was terraformable. Let's just get it and see.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, okay. Right, where are we going to next? Right, so another high metal content world.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright. Now, I think the next one is the Earth-like world. So, and this has the moon next to it, so that won't take too long. I will stop and take a screenshot here. So, yeah, a hell of a lot of stars in the sky, particularly when we're pointing in that direction towards the centre of the galaxy. So we should see the moon as well as we get closer to it. Oh no, the moon's quite a long way out from it, so we've already passed the orbit of the moon. Looks like we have a large so I'm going to stop and get some screenshots of it. Or I think that would be an excellent place to drop out. Let's move a little bit closer to the sun rising on it. I assumed the sun was around the other side there, but obviously not. Right, well, again, that is a very nice looking Earth type world. Right, so I'll drop out of Super Cruise there. Deploy the camera and try and decide what we're going to do to make an interesting screenshot. Right, so where in the sky is the best looking place? Right, so we've got massive amount of stars on one side, not so many on the other. that's quite nice having the background. Chopping the planet in half like that. Sort it. Right, so I'm going to save that as a screenshot. First I need to know the name of the planet. Right, okay. Now back into Super Screws.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, the trajectory is down there.
2, 1, engage.
Right, I can't remember if I've actually, no, I haven't actually mapped this planet yet. So let's do that. Let's say 7 probe planet.
Surface scan by 50%.
Oh great, stopped at 83. Little gap in the middle at the back. Always seems to be harder to map the planets when you're close to them.
Surface scan complete.
Yeah, there we go. That's the moon over there, just 3 light seconds away. About the same distance as our moon.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, and next is the water world. chance that's going to reach 100%. Let's go and look for the next planet.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
So we can see the moon there as well. Overshoot the planet. Just slow us down a little bit. Seven probes. Okay.
Surface scan complete.
Yep. So scan that without yeah, on the next planet and heading towards it before the scan had even completed.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, so just one more planet, I think, and then we'll point ourselves back at the centre of the galaxy. Right, okay, so this is 7,000 light seconds. That'll be about 5 minutes to get there. Right, so we're halfway there now, and speed is still increasing, so we should get in less than half the time it's taken us so far. Right, and slowing down. Right, so while they're on the way out, we'll plot the route, well, select the next star on the route, and continue.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, so yeah, that was 3 jumps, and we found an Earth-like world. Yeah, so that's the first Earth-like world I found in the Empyrean Straits. I think the last one I found was in Odin's Hold.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, so 10 bodies in this system, and that's a rocky one. Let's just go and make sure it is a rocky one. Right, so it looks like that maybe somewhere in that lot. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just over a rocky world there. So next.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, so nothing there.
Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, so we know there's nothing in this system apart from the 1 star. So as soon as we cool down, we'll jump to the next one. Yeah, so I'll wait till the temperature gets to below 60% normally before I jump. The temperature is a thing that's reading 55% at the moment on the radar. And you also see the temperature in the fuel scoop panel that appears in the middle of the screen while you're fuel scooping.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel
So again,
scoping
it's said the
complete.
system scan's completed, which means there are only stars in this system.
Warning, temperature critical.
Actually, no, it doesn't mean there are only stars, it means that there's only stars or planets very close to us, but in this case it's only stars.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
So that's just a gas giant.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
A lot of planets in this system, but nothing in the Earth-like world range.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Right, so there's 56 planets in this system, which is quite high. So there's a pretty good chance there's going to be something of interest in there. Right, okay, I don't recognise that signature there. And that's a gas giant. Right, so normally when we get 5 little arrows like that, they are the outer ones are closer in. So let's see what that actually is. I imagine it means it's going to mean it's a slightly bigger than normal planet. So that looks like that's it there. Gravity 2G. Yeah. So so it looks like the reason the signature is slightly different from usual is because it's about twice the size of a normal rocky planet. Rocky ice world. Alright, okay. Right, so yeah, nothing else to see in the system, so
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel
Right, so this
scoping
stream's been going an
complete.
hour now. We've only actually jumped 11 jumps, which is a little bit disappointing. But then again, we did find an Earth-like world, so scanned an entire system in there as well.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, there's nothing in that system.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete.
Ooh, we have another water world. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got. So there's something there behind the star. The rocky world. Looks like it's got a moon as well. Right, so I think that said first discovered by somebody else. Oh no, that's the name of the system. so that is the water world. So that is, we will be going there and scanning that. Alright, so there's one. So there are at least two there. Three, right, so the other three are hidden by the star. Right, so how far away is that? 1,000 light years. So if we do have to come back for the other, it's not too far. So yeah, let's head out to that and we'll scan the rest of the system when we get there. Alright, so yeah, it looks like this has got a moon, so we'll scan the moon as well. Oh no, it is the moon. The water world is the moon. A little bit far out. Let's try and get that a bit closer. And as that is so close, we'll go and scan that as well.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete. Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, let's now scan the rest of the system, see what else I've got to find. Right, it looks like all three are there. Geology on that one. Nothing on that one.
System scan.
And Biology on that one, right? So we shall go and visit that too. With it having geology, it could be ephemerals, which are plant life that grows on geological vents. The last time I found one with geology and biology, it had tubes. So there were big green tubes. I think they were pre-Odyssey plant life, but yeah, before you could just go and shoot at them with your SRV and knock off the minerals. But let's go and see what's there. Chances are it will only be bacteria, in which case I'll just give it a skip and move on to the next system. Right, so we're still 48 jumps away from the centre of the galaxy. Now that would be at least an hour to get there. So if we set off now, we'll be getting there about 1:15 in the morning, assuming that we don't find anything else on the way. So yeah, we're definitely not going to get to the centre of the galaxy today. I might stream for another half an hour at the most, possibly just a quarter of an hour. A bit too far away to scan that. Well, it's quite a big planet. I was expecting it to be a little one.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, so the biology is... Right, so it is the tubers again. Right, so we will go down and scan those. Alright, so have we got that selected? Right, so it looks like everything is pretty much evenly spread all over the planet. Right, so what we are looking for is a solid turquoise region with no speckles, somewhere in the region of dark and light, between dark and light, and I'd say that's just there, fits the bill nicely. Right, so the last tubers I found were tall green
Orbital
vertical
flyer
tubes.
engaged.
And they were quite easy to find, so they're not as tall as the other ones. So what we found is a sinuous tubers. The other ones are tubus, and they look a little bit more like palm trees, but the tubers basically have minerals growing off them. It's a very bumpy looking surface here, so it's not a familiar surface. What's G on this planet? So, alright, so we have a over 1G planet, so I'll have to be a little bit careful. Oh, look at that over there, that is like little volcanoes. Lots of little volcanoes, okay. That will explain why everything is so uniform on the planet. It's covered in little volcanoes. Right, I think I need to take a screenshot of that because I haven't seen a planet full of little volcanoes before. Right, so let's get close to one and then we shall get the camera suite out and right, I think I've come down a little bit too low to get a good screenshot of that. So let's go up a bit more. I got a viewer just join us, so welcome to the tour of the galaxy. We're about another quarter of an hour on this stream. So we just found a planet that is covered in little volcanoes. So I'm going to find a good point to do a screenshot. Actually, I quite like that. Slow down. And right, I'm going to turn it a little bit to the left so we can see those volcanoes over there. Yeah, I think we'll take that as a screenshot. Right, so I'm just going to save that. Get the planet name. Yeah, so we're in a system with a water world, so we stopped because of the water world. and we found this planet that has tubers on it, which I'm not sure they are classed as biological life forms, but I've only found them before on other planets with volcanic activity. And this planet definitely has a lot of volcanic activity. Right, so let's go down now and find somewhere flat to land. So there was somewhere behind us. Again, it's a relatively high G planet with just over 1 G, so I need to be a little bit careful at landing because the shields on this ship are exceptionally weak, and yeah, slamming down into a planet in this ship is just going to destroy it. And right, so I can actually see tubers over there, so it looks like they are turquoise in colour. So I shall go and try and park just about here. Right, I've got to slam it down a little bit. It's on the ground now, but it's not. Oh, come on, land, get your feet on the ground. There we go. Took 47% of the hull down, despite the fact I managed to place it on the surface without any trouble to begin with. Right, let's go and have a look at these tubers. I'll take a screenshot of one of them and scan more. Right, so we can also see from here I've got some nearby things, and I've still got the bug that's putting everything on my radar considerably higher than the actual position where they are. Right, so these are the green ones again, so these are the same colour as last time. Just getting out of the SRV, it's taking its while. Right, so let's see what these are. Yes, so these are the same species as last time, the same name. But yeah, we got a scan of that. Right, so I saw a big patch a little bit further ahead, so I'll take the screenshot of those. Right, where were they? Maybe it's not a big patch. It's just a few odd ones. They're probably going to be too close. Yeah, I don't know how far you have to go for these ones to get for it to count as a different species or a different sample. Some things are over 800 meters and some seem to be about 400, 500. Oh, let's see if we can scan these as well. Yeah, it's allowing us to scan those. Right, so how far are we? Right, so that's less than 500 meters from the last one. It's allowed us to scan those again. Right, I'm going to use that as a screenshot. We have a vent in the distance there. The sun is just setting, and I have got some nice tubers in front of me. Right, so alright, so I want to get get me in it a little bit more than that. Or should I move to the side a little bit? Alright, I think try and get a little bit. Right, I like that. I just got to wait for that vent over there to knock out a little bit more steam so it's a little bit more obvious. Try and get it vertical as well. That's probably better. So right, so there's lots of steam over there now, so that's the screenshot. Right, okay, right, so I shall save that. Right, okay, so I lost it, where's it gone to? Right, so that's saved, so I now need to go and scan one more of those. And then we're done with this planet and this system. Alright, so there is one over by that vent, so let's go over there and scan that one. Iron, need the iron. What's that?
Cargo scoop deployed.
Right, so it's topped up on iron now. I think I probably also need some nickel, so I might shoot some more of those off, see if I can find some nickel. Right, so that's that one complete. So it's only the second planet I've found those on. Let's see what that was made of. Carbon, don't need carbon. There's some cobbles on that one. Phosphorus, don't need phosphorus. Looks like there's 3 vents there over near the spaceship. just took the screenshot of. More carbon. More carbon, yeah, it doesn't seem to be a very metal-rich world, this one. Right, where's the ship gone? That does actually seem like there are 3 vents immediately behind the ship. So that looks like another good photo opportunity. And another one at the side there. Right, let's go and take the screenshot from inside the SRV. Alright, so get the camera suite out, choose a... oh, I've got my glasses there, with the reflections of the stars in them. Change the camera. Alright. Zoom out a little bit on... I think I'm actually going to go outside the SRV and take this. So just, right, so we'll try and get the camera pointing through the windows of the SRV to see that. I can't quite get it pointing through it unless we can zoom in. Can we zoom in? No, it doesn't work. Right, let's go up and zoom back to about a normal level. Yeah, I'll go with that. Right, okay, so back to the ship now. Take off. And I think I'll call that the end of the stream. We're not going to make any reasonable progress between here and the next 5 minutes, so I think I'll just get back in the ship and call that the end of the stream. Right, okay. Right, where is the... there we go. Right, so let's have a look at the galaxy map and see what kind of progress we've actually made. Hopefully we're going to be pretty close to the core I think the centre of the galaxy is called the, I might just be called the galactic centre. So where are we? Right, so we started around here and we made it to around here. So we're heading over here. So it looks like we will, yeah, I wasn't sure which side of that line we would be. So it looks like we will hit the central, what do they call the central galaxy bit? I think it's the center or the core. So we'll hit that around here. Yeah, that's a good half an hour away. So yeah, we're not going to get there today. Yeah, so I'll call that the end of the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm just realised my avatar stopped moving 5 minutes ago. Oh no, it didn't. No, it didn't. They have extended the amount of time that it will work for. Yeah, so that was the Galactic Tour of the Galaxy, the Empyrean Straits Part 2. I will probably do most of the rest of the core off stream, but I will be on stream to do the centre when I get to the centre for payday to see how that's worked out. Right, so thanks everybody for watching and goodbye.